This is a Landry Football with Chris Landry. Quick fix on Radio Influence.
The background on Lane Kiffin, people may know the story, the backstory, the Tennessee, the USC, the Raiders, but do you really know the Lane Kiffin, the guy? Well, Lane obviously grew up at the knee of his dad, Monty Kiffin, who, by the way, are completely different personalities. Lane got a very bright guy, always around the game with his dad, and he had a lot of creative ideas, and I consider Lane kind of the creative, artistic type. And so he's very good with that. Now, along with that, it happens to be that he's very immature. Part of it is that he got his opportunities at a young age, and maybe sometimes when that happens, and maybe you don't work your way up as much as other people, you're not as humble, and you maybe feel a little more entitled. I think that's part of it, but I think part of it's just his personality. He's very immature, a little arrogant, and what people may not realize is that he's a little disorganized in terms of how he puts things together. In other words, he tends to go off in one direction with play calling without a better, bigger picture concept. And that's why he's been very good as a play caller, but not very good as a head coach, because he doesn't do things that are very prudent towards winning at the big-time level. So anyway, Lane comes into Alabama as the offensive coordinator. Now, one of the things that was imperative and certainly executed out to perfection by Nick Saban was, with a personality like Lane and a skill set like Lane, you need to draw out the artistic part of what he can do while minimizing some of the immaturity and the lack of view on things. And so I use the term Nick had Lane on a short leash. And while that may be a little rough to say it that way, that's the reality of what happened. He had him on a short leash, and it worked very well. You saw it win the national championship, and I think you see the offense start to get, grow and develop and become a little bit more modern and become a little bit more difficult to attack, because what teams had become to do is attack the pocket. If you can maximize box defenders and attack the pocket, you can slow down this Alabama offense.
Chris Landry brings you Landry Football every week on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and of course, RadioInfluence.com.